Hey guys, it's Katy at scrappinkaty.ctmh.com, and today is day 2 of the COAPA Cutfiles 20 Days of Christmas and Summer Cutfiles. If you're celebrating summer, here are your prompts, but I will be playing along with the Christmas prompts for this 20 days in December. Now for day 2, I am going to be using a stitch file from COAPA because the prompt is stitching. So you can see here that I've shrunk it down to a 6x8 just on white cardstock, and then those holes are already punched ready for stitching. So as you can see off camera, I did add hand stitching, just using some regular thread from my stash. And I did start out with a back stitch every single hole, and then quickly realized I have too much OCD and ADHD to do that. So then I just kind of went random. I'm hoping once I get everything adhered down to this little layout and add my photos, you won't really be able to tell. So what we're going to do then is attach these letters, and then after the letters are attached, I'll decide where my photo is going to go. And I'm just going to use liquid adhesive for these. And I love that this cut file has both elements. So I did shrink it down again. I am doing a 6x8 album. I'm hoping to use the majority of these layouts for these Confessions of a Paper Addict cut files. I'm hoping to do the majority of them for my December daily, which is just kind of going to be a smorgasbord of layouts. You know, usually I have a kit that was designed for that, but not this year. So just kind of going to piece it together and see how that goes. Now, the paper collection that I used for this, as you can see here, is bright. It's called the Blue Skies. So bright colors, but I just love the UV coating on that cardstock. And then I just felt that the blues and the pinks kind of lended themselves to some winter layouts. Okay, so I've pulled out this photo, or as I should say, these photos. I've also got some loose snowflake sequins, and then I have some of these felt shapes that I thought would be fun here and there. And again, you can see these colors are nowhere on this layout, but still I think it's just going to be fun. I love the bright colors in her gloves. And then of course she went and picked snow, and we made snow cones, so the red in the snow cone. And I like to adhere these snowflakes using mini glue dots. And so I just place them right there on the glue dot. Actually picked up more than I should have on that one. And I also like to just place a whole bunch on here, and if I don't use them all, then I just fold them back up or cut them off and put them in this little container with these snowflakes, because that way I have a whole bunch to choose from. And like I said, if I don't use them all, then I can just save them and use them later. And I love that they're iridescent, so at times they look like they're white, and then you can see with the light hitting them a certain way, they definitely bring a color into the mix. So I'm just going to place these kind of randomly, but with a plan, if that makes sense. I know you guys know what I'm talking about. And some on top of the letters, some not. I could also do this with stamps, because the Lord knows I have enough snowflake stamps, but I wanted to keep this super simple and I wanted it to come together really quick. So I didn't want to pull out stamps and all of that. So I'm going to do that. I think my photo actually is going to be off the side of my layout. And I really think I want that there. I know I want to use some snowflakes, but I'm thinking about the snowflakes actually being on the flip flap. So maybe maybe just right there. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So go ahead and peel that off. Stick it right there. And then this little toboggan or beanie or whatever you call it from wherever you're from. And then we can go ahead and slip this. So this will be page 2. So let's go ahead and do it this way. So I ended up having to trim this down just a little bit. So I took it out of the memory protector and just trimmed probably about 1/8 of an inch off the side, and then was able to insert it back into my memory protector. And then I am going to pull out my 3x4 flip flaps, and I want the one that goes like this. And I think I'm actually going to do it in the center. And then put this photo in there. And just get a bone folder to really crease that. And then, remember, I want to use a snowflake. Don't know where that other one went. Okay, I ended up finding that small one, and also I ended up moving the hat up there. I just think it probably needs to be a triangle of felt shapes. And I think I'm just going to go with this oversized snowflake. And kind of have it layered over her clothes so you can definitely see it. And then this small one I'm also going to put on there. Super cute. I also have these acrylic shapes, but they're more like really Christmas instead of winter, you know? So I don't think I'm going to use those. Okay, so I think that is that for day 2 of the Confessions of a Paper Addict YouTube collab, and today's prompt was stitching. Again, I kind of was all over the place with stitching, but I really think all in all, it'll just have to work. Yeah, I mean, I definitely can notice some things, but I think it's cute. And as far as journaling, I probably will add a little pull-out in here, or even maybe journal just all around these little blank spaces as well. So don't forget to check back tomorrow for day 3, and I'll leave a link down below to all the other girls playing along, and you'll get to see we all chose different files depending on what we were going to be inspired by for that daily prompt. So there'll be tons of ideas for you to check out, and then if I used any products that are still available, I'll leave those linked down as well. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. If you liked what you saw, please leave a comment and a thumbs up. And if you aren't already a subscriber, I would love for you to subscribe and hit the notification button so you won't miss another crafty video.